What is going on, guys? Chris here. Welcome to the first video, the first video of the subathon, which we have just started. This is not the daily subathon for me. I am sitting here on April 25th, and my power went out today. It cut my stream short. Thanks, National Grid. And so I was like, well, I gotta work. I gotta work. So I was like, all right, we'll record the special thank you for 4 years video. This video is probably more special than the previous 3. Thank you, and then thank you for 2 years, thank you for 3 years. Because this is easily the defining year for our future. Because Smite transitioning to Smite 2 content ultimately killed a lot of people's channels. A lot of people's channels. There's a lot of really great Smite creators that did not make the transition, whether it was by choice or whether it was they just didn't manage the transition, how they wanted to. But I knew at the beginning of last year, 2024, when they announced Smite 2, that this was going to be a risk. For the first time ever, my success was not really only in my hands, but also in the hands of Hi-Rez, also in the hands of our community. Like, it wasn't just me. I couldn't just grind duel and just be good forever, right? We needed to make a big transition, and we are going to be reviewing this year, doing a year in review starting from last May to this May. Little did I know, starting the subathon last year, we would have been 2 or 3 months away from never playing Smite 1 again, which is wild. And it's been a journey, so we are going to jump right in to last year. This is what we did last year. Anybody who's new to a subathon, this is what it is. We start a stream, and there's a countdown timer getting ready. There's a starting timer getting ready to go up, right? And we just send it. Sub adds 5 minutes, dollar adds a minute. I'm sure that you guys are here. The subathon, you kind of already understand how it works now. We started last year. These are the 4 emotes that got added last year. Pretty solid emotes. I don't think they're widely used, but they're still good quality. We got more emotes that'll be coming as well. Subathon's officially live. We got pied in the face by the wife. Special thank you for 3 years video premiering. Day 2 in the books. Broke our hype train record of a level 16. There's 73 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna quickly breeze through a lot of this, to be honest with you. Got down to 10 minutes left. And now it's back to 10 hours, and then it's over on June 6th. 270 straight hours on camera. 634 max viewers, 41,000 chat messages, 1,874 subs, 188 average viewers. Oh. Even doing these years in review, I get to review my year of my life. Right? And as you get older, you only have so many left. So these are big, important videos to me, because if you guys think about your year in review as well, all the things that have happened, some of you have had kids, some of you have gotten promotions, some of you have fixed certain things in your life, some of you are graduating, some of you are working on degrees and stuff like that. It's just it's not only to celebrate the stream and it being around for another year, but it's also to like celebrate the community and everything we've achieved as a group for the entire year as well. Started building this is what I do after the subathon every year. If you think like, oh, Chris takes like 5-6 days off and he just relaxes on the couch, I really don't. I just work on stuff that doesn't involve stream for a few days, get a mental reset. And so last year I built a patio. That's what I did last year. I built a patio. Built a patio. Yep. 9.5 reaver, and then you can see once we stained it there, it looks so much better. I mean, like, it always looks good, like, right as you make it, and then the start to finish is what we did last year. This year we'll probably be finishing the bathroom, and that's what it looks like now. Granted, there's furniture in there now, but yeah, that's what I built. That's what I built last year. I don't know, I just need stuff to do. New intro. We launched this baby. That's so loud. We launched this intro last year. There'll be some new graphics and stuff. Not something this big, right? Because, this year the economy is a little questionable. Fears of a recession, so instead of investing as much into like a $1,500 like intro like this, we're being a little bit more reserved this year with what we spend stuff on. Or as you guys will see later in the subathon, we'll be I changed to 9 to 5s. Yes, I did change 9. Oh, here. Yeah. That's what it looks like with some furniture in it. Did some Elden Ring. We're heading into July. We did some Baldur's Gate 3 during the subathon. Still doing Smite 1 content, man. Even later, I think we start in August, right? Just reached 1 million hours watched on the channel. May 2024, the best month I've ever had. July 2024, the worst month since 2021. This is when Smite 1 content started to get really stale, right? Started to get really stale, and a lot of the content creators were struggling. There wasn't really any drops on that people cared about because Smite 1 was officially ending. Smite 2 was on the way. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, and look at this. I'm fully enjoying Smite 2 in almost all aspects. I have some things that I'm concerned about. So far so good. So even this is me playing Smite 2. Even me really early on. Look at how early this game was. Even me playing pretty early on, like, I was having a good time. Still Smite 2-ing. The viewership in Smite is more worrisome than the player base, hoping Smite 2 can pick it up. It did. Smite, we're still not back to the Smite 1 numbers, right, of 2,500 average. I think right now the average is somewhere between 18 and 22, but it's maintained, you know what I'm saying? People getting our SR lowered purposely. 620 push-ups from subs and sponsor support. I need to get back to that. I need to get back to that, and we gotta go a little bit faster because we got a lot to cover here. This play never made it to.
Oh my god.
I don't know. This play never made it on top plays of all top 5 plays. Smite. Look at that.
Oh my god.
5-man taunt. 5-man switch on the wall.
Oh my god, bro!
Brother. Where's that on top 5 plays? I'll never forgive you, Nuki. That's a joke. Happy 9-year wedding anniversary to the wife, though. 30-hour stream, 3 days. Twitch channel's blowing up. YouTube's blowing up. Okay, so this is when Smite 2 first came out. This is when Smite 2 first came out. 210 average viewers. So like we were pumping. 259 subs, 91,000 views. So needless to say, I said this in stream the other day. Looking at that is wild. I think, aside from Weekend, and the reason I specifically mention Weekend is because he has a very good base. He's created a very good core group to where he can kind of do whatever he wants, and he just chooses to do Smite still. Obviously, his Smite's going to be his biggest successes, but he could go do anything, and he has a pretty good core right now. A lot of the creators, didn't make it a Smite 2, whether that was by choice or not. I would arguably say we managed the transition from Smite 1 to Smite 2 arguably the best. And now what a lot of these tweets are you going to be seeing is going to be me talking about Smite 2 content, and a lot of people giving me hate for it. Okay, that's what a lot of these tweets are. 7,000 subs at the beginning of Smite 2. There was a lot of people checking out Smite 2, and I just got a lot of subs. That fell off pretty quickly, but like during the first couple weeks here, we were getting a couple hundred subs every single day for like a couple months, and then the hype around it kind of fell off. But this transition here had a lot to do with the success of Smite. Oh, we went through October. We went through the my computer failing / my internet failing. We got a new computer. My friend celebrated her 3-year cancer-free party. We got Meta partnership. Oh, good. Good. I hope you guys can hear that. We celebrated my Meta partnership, which was one of the bigger partnerships we've ever had. Look at these photos, buddy. I took these with my phone. This was just outside our house, bro. That is fucking wild. That is wild. That might be one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. That's just outside my house. Wild, buddy. There's the big boy. There's the new computer, $4,000 PC. Shout out to Weekend for linking me up with Zydax. It's been great. And then a lot of this is just talking about Smite 2. A lot of this is just talking about the transition of Smite 2. A lot of this is talking about, you know, we haven't even, like, we've lost some of these guys. I know Solar Troll has kind of scaled back a little bit. Haddix has left completely. Glavis has scaled back quite a bit. We lost Polar Bear Mike. We've lost a lot of creators. Lost a lot of creators. But the achievements we were able to get, especially in viewership and stuff like that, through this transition from Smite 1 to Smite 2, 426 viewers, have been some of my biggest streams, have been some of my biggest months. We're getting into November time frame here now. If you take a quick look at May 26th through today, 1.1 thousand new subscribers from shorts, 873 new subscribers through videos, 3.3 million YouTube short views, uploaded 610 videos in the past year. 75% of videos come from shorts feed and whatnot. So YouTube has been pumping, and then Twitch, right here is the transition where I said July has been my worst month, and actually October was really my worst month. Like, this is the beginning of Smite 2, right? So this is what a lot of creators were seeing. A lot of creators were seeing, I was seeing about a 20% drop in viewership, 20-ish. Usually I'm chilling around 150. We're down at like 110s. A lot of people were seeing like 40 to 60% decreases. And then since then, like 160, 202, 117, 130, up to 193 this month, trending to be our best month ever. One of the best months ever, not the best month ever, one of the best months ever. 22 million hours watched, 4,000 new followers. Look at the amount of time streamed here, just consistently upwards of almost, well, it's broken down by, boop. Look at that consistency. This was when my internet / computer broke, and then this is the little gap we take off after the subathon. Other than that, oh, I've been taking a couple of weekends off. I'm slacking. I'm taking a couple of weekends off, huh? What did I do December 7th, 8th? Oh, that was my cousin's wedding. Yeah, that was my cousin's wedding. It's her birthday.
What is that?
3 years old, buddy. 3 years old. We got on the front page of Twitch. Look at these numbers. 7,900 subs, almost 1 million views. Genuinely wild. We did good in the stock market last year. I've genuinely look at that front page day. Front page day in January. We did the meta streams here in December. We got a new car. I had to buy a new car. Spiciest, brother. The single biggest contribution by a single person in a single stream, 312 gifted subs and $1,000.
Bro.
312 gifted subs and $1,000 in a single day. $1,000 donation.
God, there's no fucking way in your entire life.
After 312 gifted subs. I know Spiciest. I don't know if you're here for the subathon, buddy. I know you always come in and you're incredibly generous, and I always tell you, please, you don't have to do this, and you always tell me basically in a play way to shut the fuck up. And then you leave for a little bit. You go back about your life. I just want you to know I miss you, not just because you contribute financially to the stream every so often. It's probably the worst part about streaming, I'll be honest with you. I think some newer people are starting to experience that a little bit, where it's like, people just kind of, it's part of their lives for a little bit, and then it's, then it is never again. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, what do you like the least about streaming? And I was like, just like you create these connections with people. And then how throughout life, any of you that are a little bit older, you just, lose touch with some people just because you get busy, right? And that's what happens between me and a lot of stream members. So, like, we develop these connections. Like, I know them. Like, they are friends. Like, a lot of y'all that are even watching this right now, you guys are my friend. Anybody who says otherwise, like, yeah, maybe they run their streams different. Like, y'all know a lot of personal stuff about me. I know a lot of personal stuff about you. We share those things on a daily basis. That's a fucking friend, right? And, sometimes y'all get busy. And at some point, the stream just isn't a priority anymore. Completely warranted, understandable, but it does suck to not really be able to stay in touch with people anymore because of that. So that's probably the worst part, is just like not being able to see people.
I was like, it's 617, man.
Mr. Beast gifted 200 subs to the channel.
I was like, it's 617, man. Oh my god.
200 gifted subs to the channel. Andy said, thanks for watching.
What am I saying? That's wild.
And then he gifted another 100 subs. And the interesting thing about the subs that Mr. Beast gifted me was Twitch didn't take any cut of those gifteds. Right? So usually, I would keep 70%. I kept the entire thing. Wild. Wild, buddy. Heading into December, the quality on this looks awful.
Huge damage. Huge.
Huge damage, buddy. Ooh, we were setting people off, buddy. Ooh, careful. Into the AM, I worked with them a lot. Shout out to Into the AM. Worked with them a lot throughout the latter half of last year, and then into some of this year. Pretty much the shirt I'm wearing right now is just literally just a blank tee from Into the AM. Shout out to them. Shout out to Cody, aka Super Spicy, for the past couple months of support. 750 gifted subs and around $3,000. Just broke down 2024. Increased income year over year by 20%. Further down the subathon, you guys will see there actually is a spot to redeem, or not to redeem, but we will be showing you guys how much we made. Increased trading portfolio, yeah, a good financial year for us last year, even though we had to like buy a new car, buy a new computer, etc., etc. Oh, and then additional shout out to Spiciest for like the third time. He funded the first $3,000 Joust tournament, which then led to 3 more $3,000 Joust tournaments, which means we have contributed over $12,000 in prize winnings to the community. $12,000 we have contributed through our tournaments to the community, and maybe upwards of $1,000 paid to staff and casters to help me run these tournaments. So shout out to him for giving the idea, influencing me to learn how to do it, and then leading to Smite 2 Esports helping fund some of these future tournaments. So my daughter is screaming, of course, while I'm trying to record videos. That's just part of the life, buddy. Part of the life. Part of the life. Smite's peak here. Smite peaked. Right during right during Worlds. Right during Worlds. Worlds was a fantastic. I thought at this point right here, I thought on January 19th we were on a new trajectory, chat. I thought we were on a new trajectory um for the future. And then the player base was skyrocketing. The production quality was great. The finals couldn't have been better. And then we fast forward a little bit here, and then the layoffs came, and then more bad news came, and more bad news came, and more bad news came, right? And it set us back in our optimism a little bit, but not overall. It's still a very fun game, and obviously you guys still see me, some of my better months here, have been this time frame, right? Like these even 117, because February is a little bit slower for people. This is still a good this is a better first 4 months, than like the first 4 months of last year as an example. So, and that was during Smite 1, so running the cash cuts, this was the layoff announcement. So um it's been a tough year for a lot of Smite creators. Makes me additionally thankful. That was tough, buddy. This was like a 3 week thing. um that's pretty much it, chat. That's it. We have so much planned for the to conclude this year, right? We have so much planned to conclude this year, which you guys are probably already seeing, right? That means you're watching this. We've hit the 200 sub goal. We have like special videos of like AI making songs out of hate comments. We have montages coming up. We have how much money did I make in 2024 video breakdown. We have the documentary, and I hope you enjoyed these videos as we hit these goals. Um, I want to continue to increase the quality of product that I provide. I'm going to do that every single year. If this year has showed me anything, especially watching, unfortunately, a lot of creators not make the transition. If it showed me anything, I think this is pretty good confirmation that we're here for the long haul. Instead, unless something very bad happens to Smite 2. But I think we're vibing. I think you can expect me for the next few years at least creating content. I plan to do this until I don't want to anymore, and there is nothing in my brain or even in foresight or anything that tells me I don't want to do this. I want to do this for a very long time. Um, I want to do more things like, like if you're like curious what I mean by increase the quality of content, we're doing big tournaments, right? We've added in watch parties. The community gets together every Friday and like watches some shows together and whatnot. We have like all these new intricate type of videos with like AI making funny songs. We have whatever. I need to work on the YouTube a little bit more, get better in investing in YouTube a little bit to create more revenue from there rather than just stream. I want to like make more, maybe not documentaries because I don't even know what I would continue to make, but like those style of videos that you guys see later. There's a lot of work put into that. Uh, Tens and tens of hours of recording, and then tens and tens of hours of editing and whatnot. Um, I want to do more big videos like this. We're running, like I said, $12,000 worth of tournaments this year. I want to keep doing stuff like this, and I can continue to do stuff like this because of y'all. Okay? I can continue to do it because of y'all. I can continue to do it because of my wife and for my kids. I'm blessed. I truly and genuinely, I think you guys can tell, but I do enjoy doing this every single day. Even the days where there's a god awful Smite meta or there's haters, sending me death threats over, yes, actual death threats over liking Smite 2, I still love this every day. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, do you wake up and you're ever like, I don't really feel like streaming it? Never. Never. And I don't think they believe me. I don't ever wake up. If I did, this is the thing I feel like how you can tell. Like my son's off school. I could wake up and get on at 9:30 or 10 o'clock and stream. I could get off early and just go spend the day, right? I'm here 9 to 5 every day. I'll stream at noon today and just sleep in. Nope, right? If that doesn't tell you something, like, no, I am up at 8:15, 8:30, getting ready to stream every day, besides Sunday. Um, and I am on. I could get off. Oh, I could get off at 3 and just go do something, right? Now, if I need to for the family, of course I do. But like, if that doesn't tell you, like, I am opting to wake up early. If you could have told me that 15 years ago, yo, Chris, you're gonna choose to wake up at 8 a.m. purposefully. When I was 20, I'd be like, you're fucking nuts, buddy. But let's bring this back here. We're gonna keep working on new graphics. You probably already see the new stream graphic, probably right down here somewhere. Probably right down here. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm gonna keep doing more stuff like this. They won't be as expensive like that, like the intro that we did last year, because like I said, the economy's a little kind of crazy right now. So I'm kind of just holding on to a little bit of extra cushion just in case, you know, the grid goes down or something, right? I'm probably gonna be working on the bathroom after this subathon, getting that finished. I'll send pictures, keep giving updates. We'll keep doing the watch parties. We'll keep doing these big projects. We'll see if we can keep doing tournaments. See what we can keep doing in Smite 2. Hopefully Smite 2 is doing good, a month from now. What am I going to be doing for variety games during this? Maybe Oblivion? It's probably going to be Oblivion. Thank you guys for everything, as usual. I'll see you guys right now, because I'm turning off the video, and I'll just pop up and be like, hey, and it'll be like a version of me. Maybe hopefully a little bit more in the shoulders right now. I feel like I've kind of lost a little bit. I'm looking kind of skinny. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Goodbye.